Imagine falling asleep tonight with your doors unlocked, your windows wide open, and somewhere beyond the trees, a hungry predator is quietly watching. You never hear a sound. You never wake up. Morning arrives exactly as usual. For most of human history, this should have been one of our greatest fears. Early humans slept in forests, caves, and open grasslands, surrounded by lions, leopards, wolves, hyenas, and countless other predators. Sleep left them vulnerable for nearly a third of their lives. So why aren't humans hunted while they sleep today? And perhaps even more surprising, why wasn't it happening constantly thousands of years ago? Was it because predators feared us? Or because we somehow became invisible in the darkness? The answer reveals an extraordinary story about evolution, intelligence, and one of the greatest survival strategies our species ever developed. For millions of years, humans weren't at the top of the food chain. Early members of our evolutionary family were prey just as often as they were hunters. Fossil evidence from sites in Africa shows that ancient human relatives sometimes carried tooth marks left by large cats and crocodiles. In some cases, researchers believe our ancestors were hunted rather than simply scavenged after death. Life was dangerous. But here's where things get strange. If predators had easy access to sleeping humans, why didn't they simply wait until everyone fell asleep? The answer begins with a simple rule that almost every predator follows. Predators don't just hunt for food, they hunt for success. Every attack carries risk. A broken tooth, a damaged leg, or a serious injury can become a death sentence in the wild. Evolution favors predators that choose prey offering the greatest reward for the lowest danger. Humans rarely fit that description. At first, that sounds impossible. How could an unarmed sleeping human be considered dangerous? Then scientists studying predator behavior uncovered something remarkable. Large predators constantly evaluate more than size or strength. They pay attention to unfamiliar sounds, strange smells, group behavior, and unpredictable movement. Research on wolves, lions, and other large carnivores has shown that many predators avoid unfamiliar or uncertain situations whenever easier prey is available. In other words, a predator isn't asking, "Can I kill this?" It's asking, "Is this worth the risk?" And humans have always been unusually risky. Imagine a pride of lions watching a sleeping campsite 40,000 years ago. At first glance, the people appear helpless, but nearby are sharpened wooden spears, stone tools, burning fire, several adults sleeping together. The moment one person wakes, everyone may wake. Suddenly, a simple meal becomes a chaotic fight. That's when everything changed. Anthropologists believe cooperation became one of humanity's greatest survival advantages. Unlike most animals, humans rarely slept alone. Families gathered together. Communities formed camps. Someone often remained awake while others rested. Among many traditional hunter-gatherer societies documented by anthropologists, sleep is staggered naturally, leaving at least some group members awake or lightly sleeping through much of the night. Researchers studying modern hunter-gatherer groups have found surprisingly little time when every individual is asleep simultaneously. Someone is always listening. That simple pattern dramatically changes the odds for a predator. But fire may have changed the game even more. For hundreds of thousands of years, controlled fire gave humans something almost no other animal possessed: light after sunset, warmth,
protection. Although fire doesn't magically scare every predator away, many large carnivores show caution around active flames and human activity. Researchers studying lions and other predators have observed that firelight and human presence together can reduce close nighttime approaches in many situations. Perhaps our ancestors didn't completely eliminate danger. They simply made themselves too expensive to attack. Then scientists discovered something unexpected. Humans aren't quiet sleepers. We cough, we roll over, we talk in our sleep. Babies cry, dogs bark, someone feeds the fire. Every sound announces that this isn't an abandoned carcass, it's a living group, and predators generally prefer certainty over surprises. But the real mystery is, why don't predators become used to humans over time? In some places, they actually do. Around the world, researchers have documented lions, tigers, bears, and leopards occasionally attacking sleeping people, particularly where humans sleep outdoors or where predators have lost their natural fear because of habitat changes or repeated contact. These events are real, but they are rare compared with the enormous number of nights humans spend sleeping. Why? Because most predators still have better options: deer, wild pigs, antelope, rodents, animals that don't fight with coordinated groups, fire, weapons, or loud companions. Evolution rewards the easier meal. Then another fascinating clue appeared. Scientists studying something called the landscape of fear discovered that prey animals constantly adjust their behavior based on predator risk. But predators do the opposite as well. They develop their own landscape of opportunity. Every hunting decision becomes a calculation. Where is prey easiest to catch? Where is injury least likely? Where will I waste the least energy? Humans consistently score poorly on that calculation. Not because we're physically stronger than lions, but because we're unpredictable. Unpredictability is one of the most powerful defenses in nature. Think about zebras. Their stripes may confuse predators during a chase. Octopuses constantly change color. Some butterflies imitate poisonous species. Humans evolved something different: cooperation, communication, planning.
A sleeping person isn't just one individual. They're usually part of a much larger system. Then, researchers uncovered another surprising discovery. Many predators are naturally cautious around anything they don't fully understand. Studies of large carnivores have shown that unfamiliar objects, strange lights, unexpected noises, and novel human-made structures often trigger hesitation. Wildlife biologists even use this behavior when testing deterrents designed to keep predators away from farms and villages. To a predator, humans are among the strangest animals on Earth. We walk upright. We throw objects with incredible accuracy. We suddenly produce fire. We create loud noises. We return with more humans. No other species behaves quite like that. That's when evolution begins favoring caution. Generation after generation, predators that avoided dangerous humans survived more often than predators that took unnecessary risks. The result wasn't fear. It was careful decision-making. But here's where things become even stranger. Your own brain still carries traces of those ancient nights. Why do unexpected noises wake you instantly? Why do many people sleep more lightly in unfamiliar places? Sleep researchers have found evidence that the brain continues monitoring parts of the environment even during sleep. One phenomenon, sometimes called the first night effect, suggests that when sleeping in a new environment, one hemisphere of the brain may remain slightly more alert than the other. Your body never completely stops watching. Neither did your ancestors. Perhaps that's why parents wake so easily when a baby cries, but sleep through distant traffic. Your sleeping brain constantly decides which sounds deserve attention. Millions of years of evolution built an alarm system that never truly turns off. And perhaps predators evolved something equally important: the wisdom to avoid waking it. Today, walls, locks, electric lights, and cities make us feel protected. But those inventions only strengthened a strategy humans had already been perfecting for hundreds of thousands of years. We survived the night not because predators disappeared, but because we became one of the most difficult meals on Earth. Not the fastest, not the strongest, not the biggest, just the least predictable. And maybe that's the greatest lesson hidden inside this mystery. Nature isn't always won by the animal with the sharpest teeth. Sometimes it's won by the species that convinces every predator that attacking simply isn't worth the risk. Because in the wild, survival doesn't always belong to the strongest creature. It belongs to the one that changes the odds before the hunt even begins.